morning, afternoon, or evening, as the case may be, in your part of the world. I'm Zen Archer, as some of you already know. It is morning. It is 8 o'clock in the morning here. And I got up and went on YouTube and checked my comments and all the things that I normally do. And that's when I noticed a new video up by a friend of mine. And I was actually working on one project, kind of getting ready to do a vlog on it, when this one caught my eye. So I went over and looked at it, and it was like I said, a friend of mine that's relatively popular, well, I guess you could say very popular here on YouTube, that when I saw the video I was shocked and angered and dismayed that this young lady had been out to go see a concert. Somebody who knew of her on YouTube had grabbed her hair and beat her up, what appeared to be pretty badly, saying that maybe she wouldn't put her videos up anymore and she'd make them all private. And my immediate response was, like I said, anger. And I responded and gave her my best wishes and so on and so forth. And it wasn't until I went over to look at it a second time that I realized that in the description it said that it wasn't real, that it was just that she had just put on makeup and acted. And none of it was real. It was just all put on. And I'm not surprised, that I was taken in. A lot of people are taken in by a lot of things, and the makeup job was pretty good, and the acting was pretty good. But now I'm left sitting here, and I don't know if I should be angry, or if I should a friend of mine and I the other day were talking about this very thing. It amazes me the stuff that people put out here on YouTube, the personal public information that you make available, not just on YouTube, but just on the net in general. People have absolutely no problem telling what their address is and their phone number and sharing it with this person and that person and the other person, and taking pictures of where they work and their address, because they don't realize that the danger that they put themselves in. Or coming out here and talking about YouTube rights or copyright law. There's a lot of people out here that really don't like the fact that I pointed to them and said, you guys shouldn't be doing that. All I did was answer a question. Somebody said, am I doing something wrong doing this? And I said, yes, but there are a lot of people that were angry about that. Okay. But you never know. When you come out here on YouTube and you put up videos, or when you go to MySpace and you put up your information and tell about where you live and what school you go to and what band you play with, you don't realize that you're opening yourself up to some wackos out here. And there are wackos out here, friends. And they're not just in Virginia or North Carolina, or they're in your town. They may be living across the hall from you. They may be living down the street from you, or they might just get in their truck and come and visit you because they can. And it's not hard to find anyone, even when they're trying to be protective. But when you put it out here, it's just begging people to come after you. I'm amazed. There are predators out here. There are people out here that want to do you harm for no other reason that they can. And they will. One day this fake video may not be fake. One day that will be real. I already have friends on YouTube that have been recognized on the street that have had people knock on their dorm rooms. Oh, dude, I saw you on YouTube. It was really cool. One day it's going to be somebody that doesn't think it was cool. They came and looked you up for another reason. What is this about? Please be careful. Please, for your own safety, be careful. And I don't care how big and bad you are or what you'll do if somebody comes. Doesn't matter. You may never even see them coming. I know how easy it is to find somebody. I've called people that thought they were hidden from me. And it ain't hard. Let me tell you a quick story about a friend of mine. No myth, fact. Teenage girl that was a cheerleader with her school. I will change some names here just so that she's not identified again. But she was a cheerleader with her school, and she was careful. She tried. It just happened that she really liked Beanie Babies, and at the time she was collecting them and also selling them through a web forum. And in the process of doing web page, she mentioned that she collects Beanie Babies and she's looking for some particular ones. And she also mentioned the name of her high school team. Go Tigers. With the information of Go Tigers and that she collected Beanie Babies and what state she was in, a particular gentleman found the high school, found a picture of her at the high school, and she was at practice, and this guy yelled to her and ran towards her, and she didn't know who he was, and she was trying to be safe, so she took off and ran along with the rest of her cheerleading friends. And when she got home, this individual was sitting in her living room talking with her parents. You see, what he did was he looked up the school by the name of her team. He got the colors of the team by her showing her outfit that she wore when she was a cheerleader. He found her name and her phone number and her email by searching on Beanie Babies and her name. And she had posted on a forum that she had some particular Beanie Babies to sell, and somebody could contact her at this email address or this phone number. He then took that phone number and did a reverse lookup and got her address. So he now had what school she went to and where she lived. She was lucky. He was a police officer friend of mine. And his job, after having something happen to his son, to try to protect people and try to get the word out to just be safe. But what if he hadn't have been? Would she have ever made it home from school? What if he had been 22 and handsome? Start up conversation. Would she ever made it home? Maybe not. What's this vlog about? It's real simple. All I'm saying to you is for your own safety, be careful. Don't take pictures with your address on the front of your house. Don't use your real name. I've repeated myself a number of times, and I did it in a cowboy hat without a shirt on, smoking. And none of that matters. What does matter is that you listen. Believe it can happen to you. And pray that it never does. My vlogs are not all going to be serious like this. If you look at the last couple that I did, you'll see they're quite goofy. Because I'm just a guy like you are. I have a little bit of knowledge because I've been around for a long time. I've been on the web since 1985, when it opened up. Before browsers like this. I've seen a lot of things. I've had friends go to jail over stuff that they did on the web, not because they were trying to do stuff they shouldn't, because they didn't know any better. That's why I do these. It's one of the major reasons that I do these. It's just to make you think. You make your own decisions. But please, when you're taking pictures of your children, think about what you're doing. When you're taking pictures of your cool new car, cover your license plate. But it's a message that I had to say. Until next time, take care of yourself and be well.